Afternoon. Well, it is afternoon. It's Friday, and it is 10 minutes past 7 in the evening. If you want me to put it more precisely, it's 19:10 on Friday evening. You're very welcome. Now, I wasn't going to do a video chat this evening. I've just come in. I've been out all day, so I'm a bit sweaty. But I was been listening to the news on the radio, and often I like to listen to videos. I can't watch them in my car, but debates, etc., when I'm driving, especially when I'm stuck in the traffic outside Portabanus. I really got annoyed, to be honest. I watched last night. Yes, I am going to talk about Trump and about Kamala Harris. I watched last night a very, I don't even know how to describe it. He was giving a press conference. I remember he's been going on and on and on about Kamala Harris not being able to do a press conference. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to do it. I put something up on my Facebook earlier on to show Trump and his press conference has been rude. I mean, filthy rude to reporters. He has this great word he uses to get out of any situation. You're just being nasty. You're just being nasty. And the other one's the greatest time in history is when I did this, or the greatest time in America. It's just all bull. Anyway, so I tuned into the press conference last night, of course, on Fox News, and it went on for 1 hour, I promise you. The whole hour was taken up with knocking Kamala Harris, and Tim Walz. The whole hour. About lies, I mean, what he's famous for, lies. And he was knocking them all the time. It was extraordinary. But what got me, it was in Mar-a-Lago, his home. Is that how you pronounce it? Mar-a-Lago, I think it is. And what got me was that they had the press, but no one could see them. There was no camera shot of the press for 1 hour, not once. And when it came, it was like a rehearsal here. And now it's question time. And he would go, you. Or you. Does he think we're all stupid? Honest to God, it was the worst bit of... I've never seen anything like it in my life. He was just blabbling on. Blabber. It was nonsense. He's hoping to become the next president of America, and he possibly will, the way things are going. But surely he would set out at a press conference his hope and his plans, his aspirations for the future for America. But all he did was go on and on and on, Kamala Harris. Now, I have no opinion yet on how I feel. It's not important how I feel about Kamala Harris. I'm an Irishman. I'm not going to be able to vote anyway. But I must say, the future of America presidents is very important to the world and world peace and etc. So it is important to us all. And I want to make an observation. They were talking about running down. We talk about the vice president, choice of the vice president, J.D. Vance, that Trump has picked as his running mate. What a disgusting man he is. What a disgusting man he is. He's anti-abortion, anti-women's rights, anti all of this. Now, let me explain myself before all the little trumpets come running to me. I get blasted every day on my social media. I don't care. I think they're as thick as bricks. But anyway, he goes on about anti-abortion, and so does Trump. Let me talk to you about the importance of abortion. And there's a dog barking. Mustn't be another Trump fan. Let me talk to you about the importance of abortion and the rights a woman has to her own body, to make her own mind up what she does with her own body. Now, let me tell you, my mother was a doctor, a gynecologist in Dublin, in Ireland. She had a working class practice, not rich people at all. Below and maybe working class. In Ireland, abortion was against the law. The Catholic Church, as you can imagine, had a lot to do with this. The dangers that Trump and Vance are treading on is the fact that young girls in Dublin at the time that could have been raped or whatever took themselves off to England to backstreet abortionists. Because that was the only choice they had. The shame of having a baby in Ireland. And of course, remember, There was no contraception allowed. Now think about this. Where is Vance? Vance believes that no matter if she has or hasn't got a violent marriage, she should stay in the house of violence for the kids' sake. What the hell does this arrogant prat know? Now, I'm not saying that all they tell me then is, well, what about Tim Walz, the vice president Kamala Harris has picked? He said that they should have tampons in men's toilets in America. Well, okay. It's a joke. I know, it's a joke. I mean, it's a joke to think that's important. Who gives a... Do you really care? What you care about is something like abortion, a serious, serious, serious matter. And I think the anti-abortion would not... If I even liked Trump, and I was going to vote for Trump, I would not vote for him on those grounds because I lived in a country which was anti-abortion and the results were horrendous. Girls committing suicide and these backstreet abortionists destroying the wombs of women. It was terrible. And yet women are supporting Trump. It baffles me. Baffles me. I couldn't believe his... did you know that 6 years ago, talk about, you know what two faces. 6 years ago, J.D. Vance, this great new vice president or running mate for Trump, called Trump an American Nazi, and he was a moral disaster. Now, how in 6 or 5 years can one man change from that to tell the world, vote for this man? Plenty of it. Stand on your principles, Vance. I'm sorry for maybe losing my temper a bit, but it's based on abortion and the rights for the woman to have the right to make decisions for her own body, not for Donald Trump. Do me a favor. Anyway, that's all I'm saying this evening. Have a wonderful evening. It's the weekend now, so you can have a fantastic weekend. God knows what's going to happen over the weekend, but be safe.